Welcome back. This is the second part to our engraving demo. Touch upon some of the questions that you had. So let's get started here. I'm going to be doing this with the NC Plot program and a text editor. This is another way to do it. So we know we need to make copies of our two master files, 8000 and 8001. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to save these as. We're going to do let's do 2000. We'll call it program 2000. And we want this to be a text file. We'll save. And then we'll take this one here. And we're going to do file save as. And we're going to do this. This will be program 2001. We're going to make this a text file. So the first thing we got to do is come back over here to our program 2000. Change our header number here. 2000. We need to scroll down our program to the third subsection here, where the engraving details are. This B value, we have to change this B value to our second program, which is 2001. This tells it where to go look for the engraving. I deleted that B, didn't I? We're only going to be doing 2 engravings, so I'm only going to change 2 of these. If we were doing 3 engravings, we'd have to change, the third and fourth and so forth and so on. So we got that part set up. We are going to do the 2 engravings based on the photo. This one, we have, serial numbers, and then we have the date. We're going to do it based on that. So we're going to machine left to right. So our first group here is going to be the serial number. And then our second engraving is going to be the date. And this will, our program runs from left to right. So it'll be a more efficient tool path. So we know our angle of engraving is 0. Our depth of engraving, we are going to do 30 thou. Our font size, we're going to do 100. Our letter spacing, we're going to do 50. For our alignment, we're going to look at our alignment code here. And this is in your documentation that you're going to get. And we are going to align this as if it was next to this hole right here. So we are going to align from the first letter on the left. So this alignment code will be a 1. Our X position, we are going to do negative 1.250. Our Y, we're just going to leave our Y where it's at. It'll be easier to see on our NC plot the position if we leave that there. For our second engraving, which is going to be the date, we know there's no angle. We know our depth of engraving is going to be 30 thou. We're going to do a 100 height. We're going to do 50 for the spacing. Our alignment. Now our hole over here is on the right hand side. We're going to line this off of this 4 right here. So if you see here in our picture up here, that'll be a 3. We're going to align it to 3. We're only doing 2 engravings, so now we have to get rid of these excessive ones that come with your master. We'll get rid of those. You asked about the work offset. If you want to use the work offset that your program is running from, it's already set. We can just delete this where it says work offset, and then we'll delete this where it says work offset. And it'll only stay using the work offset you've already got modal on your machine. So now we're going to do, like I said, we're only doing 2 engravings. We have to come down here, delete these subsections that we're not using. And this program is made. We are now going to go to our 2001 program. Make sure we change our program number up here, 2001. We are going to be doing a number first. So right now we have a letter as first. We're just going to take and cut this number, and we're going to move it down here for use later. So our number that we have here is 551040. Then we got a letter. Now let's go grab our letter. We'll cut that. We'll paste that in here. A2 is a B. And in your documentation that you're going to get, you've got a grid that will show you what numbers correspond with what letters. So we can see an A2 is a B. And that's what we have here, A2. So that's a B. Then we have another number in our picture. So we have this 9. We'll just go ahead and grab this one that's already set up for number, make a copy of it. And we're going to paste that right there. And we're going to delete everything out of here and make that a 9. We don't need a special character. That's what the C is designated as. The special character. This S is spaces. So S1, we're going to do a 1 space. So a space is going to be equal to the character. So the height of our character right now is 100. The width of the character is half of whatever the height is. So we'll just say if it was 70 thou, our width of our character is going to be 35. The width of our character is what our space will equal. So if we were to do a space here and some other numbers, which we'll do in just a minute, it equals 1 character width. But we're not going to use this space right now. So we're going to delete that out of there. Our next section here is we have it set up for the date that we see over here. So you can see we got a number first. The number that we're going to use is in macro variable 181. And that number is always going to hold the month from the machine variable 3011. Then we know we have a space there or a hyphen. And then we're going to do our day. Our day is always going to be held in macro variable 182. You can see we got a B here as a number. So the C2 is a special character. If we were just to come back over here to our grid, we can see all of our C codes here. So these are all special characters that the program is capable of doing. So you can use any one of these numbers to make whatever special character you want to use if you use them. Then you can see in our macro variable 183, the year is always stored. And it's a number, so it's got a B designation. We are not doing any other engravings, so we have to delete these out of here, or the machine's going to try to run these sub-programs, and it's going to alarm out because we have nothing that we're going to do with these. So we'll go ahead and save this. We'll go over to our entity plot now, and we'll open our program 2000. And here's our values that we put in there. Oh, forgot to put in the other value here for this whole. For the date, we're going to make this a positive 1.250. And then I have to put in system variable 3011 because this machine doesn't have it. So we got to go into show variables. It's here from when I was messing around with it already. So we got our value there. We're good to go. Close this. Run it. You can see we got our year and date and month and our numbers. Did I type in the wrong numbers? I sure did. Look at that. I put 2s instead of 5s. We'll change these to 5. We'll save it. We'll come back here. We'll rerun our NC plot. Now you can see we got 5s here. So with the alignment codes, we got a 1 in there. And we'll scroll back up on our documentation to our grid. And we can see that this is upper left. So we're setting on top of our line here. And we're anchored with this 5 right here. So if we come and took a measurement here to there, we have negative 1,250. And that's where we told it to put the engraving. We know we're at 0 because we're sitting right on this line. See, we're right on that line. So we're setting at Y0. This is all purely based off of these positions here are based off of wherever your work offset 0 is on your part. So if you know where your location of your engraving is going from your work offset 0, that's the values that you would want to put in here for the X and Y. And I'm going to show you another view here of this engraving. So you go to view, we want a top view. Oh, no, we're in top view, sorry. We want a right view. Not sure where that went, but so here's our depths. We calculate, measure. We go, we'll just pick this one to there. You can see our Z distance is at 30, which is what we specified for our depth of engraving. We're going to do another measurement. We're going to do from here down. So this is our rapid plane. And you can see we are rapiding 20 thou off the part. So all our retracts and approaches start at 20 thou above the part, our Z0. So with the spacing, pull this back up. With our spacing, we're going to go ahead and show that this is anchored in our spot. So we are going to put, we're just going to grab this, make a copy of it. We're going to go S2. We're going to do 2 spaces with our S. And then we're going to do another number. We're going to do 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s. We're going to go ahead and save this. We're going to come back over here. We're going to do a top view. And we're going to run it. So you can see our 4s that we told it to do, and you can see we have 2 spaces here. So that's how that S works. We could do S1 for 1 space if you wanted to. You could put S9 there if you wanted. It'll put 9 spaces. It's all up to you. It's what makes this program so good. It's so customizable and it's easy to do and fast. You can put your engraving exactly how you want it, where you want it. I believe that was everything I needed to show you to answer your questions. Actually, let's take a look at this date over here. So with our alignment, we know that for our date, we put a 3 in there. So we know we're anchored off of this corner over here. If we take a measurement calculate. We go from the 0 to the farthest point, which will be there. You can see we're at 1.250, which is exactly what we told it to do. And we are anchored off of that. Our engraving will only grow this way because we're anchored here. We come back to our engraving picture diagram. You can see here, we have the 3 there, so we're on top of our line. If we put a 6 there, we'd be anchored there, but we'd be centered off of our Y. And 9, we'd be underneath it, but we're still anchored by this farthest point on a 4. And our engraving will only grow to the left. If we were to do these center commands, you can see, then it'll try to stay, the program is designed to stay centered off of that work 0. So the engraving would grow in both directions, so it's always centered. And over here we got our left, which is going to be the same as the right, but just the left side of the engraving is anchored now. We can do this. I believe that's everything. If you got any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching. Bye.